Ivory Coast as the most depressing African team I've watched in this World Cup. It's not because they are a very bad team. They are not. They are a very good team. They create so many chances, but they just fail to take them. When I watched them against Germany, they played really well, created loads and loads of chances. At the end of the day, Germany won. The same thing happened today against Norway. They were the better side. They had more of the ball, especially in the first half. They should have won that game. I just feel like whenever Ivory Coast gets into the final third, they forget how to play football. Their strikers are not clinical at all. It is very, very frustrating watching Ivory Coast. This is a very good team. Very, very good team. But they can't just score. Ivory Coast had 14 corner kicks. 14. And they were unable to convert one of those corner kicks into a goal. The very first opportunity Norway had, they scored. Then they came back in the second half. They brought in Amad Diallo. What a brilliant goal he scored. And then 4 minutes to the end of the game, Haaland went and scored. And he won the game for Norway. This is very, very frustrating. I really, really feel bad for Ivorian fans to have a team as good as this Ivory Coast team but can't win games. They should be winning games like this. They were the better side. Especially in that first half. They were the better side and should have won. You can't be losing games like this. You can't. And that was the thing I said in the first half when Ivory Coast was controlling the game, creating too many chances. I kept saying that if they don't score, if they keep missing those chances and Norway gets those chances, Norway will punish them. And that was what happened. The very first chance Norway had, they scored. And that is what happens in football. I've said this 100 times in football. If you create chances, you don't take them, the opposition will take their own chances. And that was what happened today. They had so many chances which they would have scored. They would have killed that game in the first half. But they didn't. And then Norway came from behind to win. It's frustrating. Ivory Coast, you guys, you have frustrated me a lot. When I watched that game against Germany, I was so frustrated. The same thing today. I really, really feel bad for Ivorian fans. I don't know if it is down to the coaching. And even when they are losing the game, they don't even get into the box. Sometimes I was counting about 5 Norwegian players in the box, just 2 Ivorian players, maximum 3. And then the rest of them, especially the midfielders, they just stay out of the box. Get in there. It is frustrating. It is very, very frustrating. I am not happy with Ivory Coast. They have just lost the chance to progress to the round of 16 in a game they could win. So let us know in the comment section, what do you think about this performance? Do you think Ivory Coast should have done better? If you are not following me, please make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the very next one. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.